Teofimo Lopez says that Ryan Garcia is one of the weaker links out of Shakur Stevenson, Subriel Matias, and Tank Davis. He says that Tank Davis is above Ryan, and I guess that's fair to say. Like, how can you argue with that? These guys have been in the ring with each other, Ryan Garcia and Tank Davis, and obviously Tank came out on top, so you can't blame Teofimo for saying that. But I think this kind of now, sets that scene for a potential fight, a mega fight, between Teofimo Lopez and Ryan Garcia. That's a big fight. I think that's the fight to make, because I've been saying, Devin Haney shouldn't be too urgent to pursue that rematch, in my opinion. I just think, like, I know Devin's good. I know Devin's good, but, a beating like that, if he didn't get dropped 3 times and take as much punishment as he did, then I'd say, run it back fast. But ultimately, like, you got to look at it. That Devin Haney's 25 years old, and he took a beating for the first time in his career, got dropped for the first time in his career, and yeah, your first loss isn't easy to take at the pro level. You look at Ryan Garcia, everything that he went through, leading up to his first loss, and, actually having to deal with it against Tank, it's a lot. So I think that Devin Haney, this is his time to take a bit of a step back from the sport of boxing, just reevaluate things. I'm not saying, split ways with your dad, but ultimately, like, I think you may need another ear in your corner, because I just think, that father-son dynamic can be very complex, and I think that's part of the reason why Devin Haney didn't implement the game plan that we all thought he was going to. Not trying to take away credit from Ryan Garcia. Ryan Garcia cracked him, and Ryan Garcia deserves all the credit in the world, but I do think that father-son dynamic is so tricky within the sport of boxing, where, like, Bill Haney is saying stuff like, if he dies, he dies, but at the same time, my son's the best fighter in the world, he's the best boxer in the world, best jab in the world. So it's like, if you're Devin, do I go in there and box Ryan Garcia, or am I supposed to take his head off? And I think that's what kind of complicated things going into the Ryan Garcia fight. Not trying to make excuses, because Ryan Garcia beat his ass, but still, I do think that, Ryan won that fight mentally as well. I do think that fight was a tremendous fight. It was one of those fights. I also apologize for the outside noise. Someone just started, mowing their lawn. But yeah, Teofimo Lopez, like, throw that name in there, especially because I don't want Devin Haney back in that ring with Ryan Garcia so quick. He needs time to take off and reevaluate things, and go back to the drawing board. What did I do wrong? Get rid of that bow and arrow jab where he kind of leaves not only his head open. Ryan Garcia could have gone to the body too and hurt him bad to the body as well. So it's just like a lot of, like, it's little things too. As good as Devin Haney is, that jab where he throws it in and then both arms kind of go out like that, it leaves you open, and against a big puncher, a guy like Ryan Garcia, who you think you're out of distance, but he throws that left hook so fast that it's in range, and then it's out, and then it comes back in. So it's like your eyes can't even see the punch, and it's so fast. Ryan Garcia throws it fast. He throws that punch all the time. It's like when Bruce Lee says, I don't fear the guy that throws 10,000 punches, one time. He fears the guy that throws the same punch 10,000 times. So it's like Ryan Garcia has perfected that left hook almost. No matter what you guys say, maybe he doesn't keep his hand up while he throws it, but in terms of the actual punch and the shock value that it carries, there's no one that punches like Ryan Garcia when it comes to that left hook, and that's really all he needs. The narrative going into this fight was that Ryan Garcia was a one-trick pony, that no matter what, Devin Haney would be able to take his best asset away, which was the left hook. But what Devin Haney doesn't realize is that not only does Ryan Garcia have the left hook, but he has the ability to time it. So Ryan Garcia definitely isn't a one-trick pony. He has power in both hands. I think the right hand actually gave him trouble. That's why Devin Haney would continuously dip whenever Ryan Garcia would throw that 1-2. And whenever there was a jab, he'd dip. And then whenever, Ryan kind of noticed that, he picked up on Devin's habits, he would throw that jab and then throw and follow it with the left hook. And that's when he cracked Devin, multiple times with that left hook. But he did set it up. I said it going into the fight. Ryan Garcia is going to try to land that left hand, and he's not going to be able to just go in there and throw it. He's going to have to set it up. And he saw Devin Haney's tendencies. He timed it perfectly. And Ryan Garcia is a solid counter puncher, but he only really counters with one shot. But Teofimo Lopez said that, he has a way of negating that left hook, that, it's a secret that him and only he and his father know the secret to negating, a left hook from a guy like Ryan Garcia. But ultimately, you know, it's still a great fight. Teofimo Lopez and Ryan Garcia, these guys would talk a lot of smack to each other. The promotion for that fight would be tremendous. You have two guys who like to promote the heck out of themselves and kind of entertain the people. They put a little bit of antics into all their promotion and lead up, so I'd be excited to see Ryan Garcia and Teofimo Lopez go at it. They're mowing the lawn out there, man. God, you got to keep that grass green, but it is loud. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited for the future of Ryan Garcia. Now he's a shot caller. You know, the world is at his hands. He can make any fight that he chooses, and it'll be interesting. Apparently, I'm not sure how true it is, but on social media, everyone's talking about Eddie Hearn allegedly, you know, leaking the pay-per-view numbers, and it was like just over 900,000 pay-per-view buys. But that's pretty good, getting close to 1 million with everything Ryan Garcia did. Everyone was a little bit worried that he'd even not show up to fight Devin Haney, but obviously he showed up and showed out. Ryan Garcia shocking the world. Like, I'm still not over it. We're close to like a week away from that fight, and I still can't believe what Ryan Garcia was able to do, because like, you got to think about it. No matter what, like, I knew Ryan Garcia had a chance, but when I was at the weigh-ins, the press conferences and the media workouts, like, you could hear all these analysts, you hear all these people that have been around fighters for years. They do this as professions. So, and I was listening to them, and no one gave Ryan Garcia a chance. They said, you know, he's just here to promote the fight, and then he's gonna grab his bag and ride off into the sunset. But no, he went in there and did his thing. He knew that he was gonna beat Devin Haney. You know, when it came to the weight, Ryan Garcia said, "Why would I give up those pounds?" You guys have to think about it. Against Tank, Ryan Garcia went in there naive. He went in there letting himself get taken advantage of by, you know, agreeing to the stipulations, agreeing to the restrictions in the contract. Yeah, he signed it, but he wanted to make a big fight happen because the fans wanted to see that fight between him and Tank. So, you know, after taking his loss and being a little bit humiliated, being referred to as a quitter, but in his mind knowing that he was depleted at a catch weight and a rehydration clause, said, you know, forget the weight. I'm gonna, you know, whatever Tank did to me, I'm getting my revenge now. So he came in overweight and dismantled and beat up Devin Haney and put a hellacious beat down on him. And, you know, I'm not trying to be disrespectful to Devin, because ultimately Devin Haney is a great fighter. I still think he beats a lot of 140 and 147 pounders in the sport of boxing. I just think that stylistic matchup and mentally, you know, he was messed up, you know, going into that fight with Ryan Garcia, in my opinion. No matter what, even though he did everything right in that training camp, even though I know for a fact that Devin Haney was training hard every day, running 5 to 6 miles, doing 2 to 3 workouts a week, eating clean, you know, that physique doesn't lie. I just think he's outgrown 140, you know, faster than he thought he would, and he ran into a guy that was just as young as him, just as fast, but faster, and, you know, could crack harder than him. So he ran into a difficult stylistic matchup, but I do think Teofimo Lopez and Ryan Garcia is the fight to make right now. But let me know in the comments what you guys think about Teo and Ryan, a potential mega fight at, you know, whatever the case may be, 144 if they want to catch weight, or maybe even 147 at welterweight. But let me know in the comments what you guys think. Thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace. That's going to do it for another NASFight Media video, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. It's been your boy, Matt Nabong, with another video. Hope you guys enjoyed it all. Thank you guys for the constant support. Salute to y'all always. It's been your boy.